College Hill man faces child pornography charges after federal agents say they found 70,000 images and videos of suspected kiddie porn on his computer. Agents say the man, identified as 60-year-old Michael Eugene Hendrix, has a previous conviction and served time in the 80s for child rape. Local 12 News reporter Jeff Hirsh joins us now with word that despite his past, Hendrix worked for a dozen years as a college professor in a different state. Right, Jeff?
Absolutely. This case covers half the country. Cincinnati, where Hendrix now lives, Missouri, where documents indicate he worked as a professor from 1995 to 2007, and Northern Virginia, where federal agents say they recently nabbed Hendrix via an internet sting. Hendrix is locked up awaiting a court appearance in Northern Virginia. A federal affidavit says Hendrix knowingly distributed child pornography. A federal agent in Virginia posed online as a man willing to make his young stepchildren available for sex. And Hendrix, the affidavit says, expressed an interest. Hendrix allegedly connected to the agent's computer, and the investigator was able to see multiple files of child pornography. Hendrix's house on McCray Court in College Hill was raided earlier this month. Agents saying over 70,000 images and videos of suspected child pornography were found on Hendrix's computer. One of the children identified as a known victim by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We went to Hendrix's house. A woman inside confirmed he lived there but had no further comment. In 1983, Hendrix, identified then as Eugene Michael, not Michael Eugene, pled guilty to raping a 9-year-old boy. He served 3.5 years. Old news reports indicate Hendrix then worked as a professor at Missouri State University in Springfield from 1995 to 2007 and resigned after a student asked about his past. Hendrix received a $160,000 settlement from the school. As a tenured professor, he could have sued, but took the money and left. Obvious question, how did Hendrix get a job as a university professor with a child rape conviction in his background? Well, sex offender disclosure laws were different in 1995. The Missouri State University spokesperson tells me no one could remember whether Hendrix admitted his past when he was hired, but news reports from 2007, when Hendrix resigned, say he left after it was discovered he did not comply with sex offender registration laws. Back to you.
What a crazy story, Jeff. Thank you. And as for the different names, Hamilton County charged him as Eugene Michael Hendrix, but federal documents call him Michael Eugene Hendrix. Missouri State University listed him as Eugene Michael. Either way, information in the federal affidavit documents the same past, whichever name is correct.